Scorpio, what's good? It is 12:18 a.m. Central Time. 4:20, alright, 4:20. So, Scorpio, general reading, unisex reader, that trigger one if need be. You could be asking, why I gotta be tied in with, you know, certain individuals. This is going through opportunities and emotional healing. Yeah, you could be healing from past contracts or trying to, at least. You could be questioning why you met certain individuals, what's the purpose, you know what I'm saying, what's the bigger picture, or that could be your current intent to see the bigger picture. Like there has to be a bigger meaning, like a spiritual meaning. Ooh, that was heavy. That's too many though. I see success and what? Surrounding sacrifice. Ooh, you're gonna have to sacrifice something, some kind of ego, some kind of intent, some kind of like status quo, some kind of control. You could be trying to control how a situation goes or how your life experience goes, but you're being asked to allow yourself to flow, allow the universe to flow, to guide you. Okay, so I'm getting drift energy. Okay, for Scorpio, we are currently in a Capricorn moon cycle. Taurus season today. You're opposite at that. Okay. Expectations, competition, and emotional repair came through. One more or two tops. One more or two tops. No. One more or two tops. Okay, this time maybe the tunes in the background. Okay. No breakthrough and surrounding leadership. Okay. One more or two tops. Is that two? Alright. Opportunities came back out and prioritization. Okay. Let's see. Overall energy, empathy, connecting with your emotional state, your psyche, your feelings, right? And how you're going, like, when you connect to your emotional state, you're going to be best able to have the acknowledgement of why you come into ties with certain individuals or what experience was about, or you know what I'm saying, like the bigger picture, the message. Okay, not just that. At times, crossing independence, empathy, crossing independence. Okay. Independent, like, cause you're independent thinker is what's coming through. You're a like self-contractor, or you tend to be. You may really enjoy being an independent contractor, like self-employed, self-made kind of energy. You may enjoy that, right? So you could have along your journey came into ties, connections with certain individuals, random individuals at that, who also are self-contractors, independent thinkers, those that think outside the box, right? Okay, expectations. You hold high hopes and positive expectations for love, Scorpio. You're ready to embrace new emotional experiences with an open heart. Okay, so you were at a certain state within your being to connect to certain individuals, right? Have you ever heard that saying, I love you as far as I'm able to love, right? People show love as far as they're able to show love, right? This is that kind of energy. Well, you connect in the same concept. You connect to individuals that are also able to connect to you in the same fashion, right? In other words, you're on the same frequency, right? The same mindset, or very similar, very close than not. Okay, you took on a path that others also were taking, like the unknown, like trusting in whatever would come, right? It's the feel. Competition and emotional repair coming through also. Healthy competition is driving you to improve, Scorpio. It provides motivation and leads to personal growth through interactions with others. Okay, let's see what's coming through, Spirit. We have Two of Swords. Okay, let me just get them all out. There's not a time if that Sagittarius don't come out. I'll tell you the difference. There's not a time that Sagittarius energy don't come out. So you could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, or you could be a cross watcher or semi cross watcher. You could be a Sagittarius that's really prone to looking up all videos to see how they best relate and for their own like guidance. So you could be the Sagittarius Scorpio cusp. We have here the Queen of Cups, water frequency, Scorpio frequency, and then we have the Four of Swords crossing. So focus in on your trophy. How do I maintain my trophy, or where do I have to go, or who do I have to connect with, collaborate with, right? You could be an entrepreneur that is open to offers and open to give an offer. But you could be waiting. Why are you waiting? You're waiting to see if you're safe or in the clear, like, or you know what I'm saying, like safe in the clear, meaning like, oh, should I reach out to this individual? Like, should I contact him or her back? You know, or if you're interested in someone for business or romantically, it's as if you could be questioning yourself or just looking for certain signs. Like, do I contact him or her? When obviously you're questioning yourself if you should, so like that being said, I would say you should. Okay. Emotional repair. So emotional repair, you are working to repair a relationship that was once fractured. Past hurts are healing, and reconciliation brings hope. With the strength of Three of Pentacles, rebuilding your confidence, your trust in others. Yeah, something about values, like you require certain morals and values, just like those are your validations of the entry. Like, yeah, I am to enter this relationship with him or her, right? Like I'm saying, this is that feel emotional repair, because based on past experiences, you're not willing to put your life on the line, so to speak, right? Your reputation on the line. Okay. Opportunity. We have Temperance and the Two of Pentacles. New opportunities are coming your way, Scorpio, offering a chance for significant progress in your personal and professional life. Are you open to the flow of others, the diversity, okay, the adaptability, the intelligence, okay? Are you open to the intelligence of others, Scorpio? Like, wouldn't you want others to be open to your intelligence, your diversity, right? Your strength, right? Wouldn't you want others to feel comfortable with you in the same way that is how they would intend of you towards them? Okay? We have prioritization, the untold story in the Four of Cups. You have successfully set priorities in your work and life. Personal life, Scorpio. Managing resources and time effectively. This focus is helping you personally and in your career growth. Okay? Prioritization, the untold story. You're waiting a lot. I see you're waiting a lot and passing on a lot also, a lot of opportunities. And you already had 3 cups. You could have began with these cups to fill them up, or add, like, you know, do whatever you want to it. Add decorations. You could put decor on these cups, right? And do whatever you want, or fill them in with certain goodies, fluids, right? However, you hadn't chosen any of these cups, and Spirit's like bringing in another cup, but the arms are crossed for whatever reason, refusing the cup, the offer, or just maybe not paying attention. We have the untold story here also, but prioritization will be of support effectively to manage resources. Okay, as you set priorities in place, this will help you focus with your personal and career growth. Okay, sometimes we could become accustomed to our environment or the ways about morals and values, you know, depending on the type of structures you are most committed in, right? So that could be the case. You could be expecting someone of like very fixed kind of lifestyle as yours. And I'm saying fixed because your way of being is not everyone else's way of being, right? So you could be very fixated on your lifestyle and expectation of others to approach you in that fashion. However, you can only grow so much with that kind of investment. It's as if like your own self, your own likeness is only going, you're only going to meet your own likeness like that in that degree. Now, versus meeting someone of diversity, you don't really know much about them. This was coming through as an example, right? Vice versa, they don't know much about you. So they're not only able to learn about you, you're able to learn about them, right? In that sense. Well, that's if you're not remaining fixed, like not limiting yourself of this individual. Okay, we have competition. We have the Hierophant and the King of Cups, also Scorpio energy, but on a masculine scale. Okay, how you're committing or your emotional state, yourself at that. Okay, healthy competition is driving you to improve. You could be feeling challenged, but like a good challenge, like, you know what? Epiphany. Okay, taking on a challenge that wouldn't necessarily be seen as a challenge, but it's like, okay, I could see that if I look at it that way, kind of energy. Healthy competition is driving you to improve, Scorpio. It provides motivation and leads to personal growth through interactions with others. Different way of committing, right? Or different lifestyle, maybe different practices. Okay, you don't have to shun someone for not having the same faith as you, but as long as their faith doesn't disrespect yours, it's fine, right? Is it or no? Yes or no? It's like that kind of energy. Yes or no? Okay. Expectation with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You hold high hopes and positive expectations for love. That could be platonic or romantic, right? You are ready to embrace new emotional experiences with an open heart, Scorpio. So enjoy the ride, open yourself up. Of course, live your life as always with your own morals and values, but it says that don't limit yourself. Okay, be open to the possibilities and opportunities that come your way. Just as another would see you as an opportunity, right? Like, oh, this is the opportunity to get to know him or her, you know, to see what they're about, their way of thinking, their opinions, right? Their perspectives. And then what could come of that? So much could come of that. Okay, I'm hearing that if the price is right. Like, so you can be someone like that gambles or takes risks. Okay, that price is right, show. If the price is right. Yeah. Or you could be very fixed on money who brings you financial satisfaction, possibly. We have here, take time out, bear spirit, watch your words, parrot spirit, and set healthy boundaries, armadillo spirit. Okay, 3, 45, and 9. So that's 9, 9, and 3. All could be reduced to 3. Okay, nice. Set healthy boundaries, watch your words, and take time out to reflect before you make any claims or statements or comments about an individual. Okay, Scorpio. Yeah. Traveler, move in a new direction. Yeah, I feel like someone could be very mouthy, like if they're around their certain kind of like dramatic crew, they could come out very mouthy, ugly, rude kind of energy. Why would that be, Spirit? And dissatisfaction. Okay, I mean, they're that dissatisfied, they pass it on. Why they got any room to speak? Adaptability. Oh, because there's room for growth. And then Scorpio's, Scorpio is not realizing for some reason I felt as if I wasn't supposed to say Scorpio. I was supposed to say Capricorn, but that's pertaining to drive, right? So Scorpio, for some reason, it's a lot of Earth energy at that too, is on a particular drive. They have a vision. They have like, you could have had a dream and you seen a select person in your dream, and that's the only person you're going after, which is fine to try to reach that dream or fulfill that dream. But at the same time, dreams are also messages for us coming through our subconscious for our safety or for our guidance on a direction, right? There's also messages within messages, so keep that in mind. All right, I feel like that's enough right there, Spirit. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. In hopes this was supportive in any way, shape, or form. That's what I have for you. Okay, hold up. That's not all I have. You're having to decide. You're just gonna have to decide. Out of your norm. You're gonna have to decide the norm or the not so norm. The expected or the not expected, right? The mundane or the outlandish. Okay? Like really. The typical or the unusual, right? Kind of energy. Alright, that's what I have for you. I mean, you're gonna create the life you want, or you're gonna allow the type of vibrations to come to your life. Okay, that may be your own vibration only. So if that's the case, then so be it. But if it's outward, then and beyond your limits, your own limits, then that's what it'll be. Alright, that's what I have for you. Take care. Peace.